Hello children and welcome back to another class of language. Today we will be learning the next chapter from grammar, that is lesson 2, subject and predicate. In our last session we discussed about sentences and types of sentences. So now if we try to recollect, there are 4 types of sentences which are assertive, interrogative, imperative and exclamatory. Why do we use sentences when we can even use small words? It's so because we use sentences to speak, read and write, and it helps us to communicate with each other in a way that enables us to understand each other's thoughts and ideas. A sentence always talks about something which could be a person, place, animal, or thing. In other words, a sentence tells us something about a noun. Every complete sentence is made up of 2 parts, the subject and the predicate. The subject is the who or what the sentence is about, and the predicate tells us what the subject does. Let's understand this with the help of an example. The playful cat played in the puddle. Now here the sentence is about the playful cat, which is a noun and is the main focus in the sentence. So the playful cat is our subject. What did the playful cat do? It played in the puddle. So here this part of the sentence tells us about what the subject did. So this is our predicate. Subject tells us who or what the sentence is about and it contains a noun or a pronoun. Whereas the predicate tells us something about the subject or what the subject does, and basically the predicate part in the sentence shows the action and therefore it always starts with a verb. Let's find the subject and the predicate in the following sentences. The first one, Bob is a footballer. Here the sentence is about Bob. So Bob is the subject and what Bob does or is, he is a footballer. Therefore, is a footballer is the predicate as it is the action performed by Bob. Second example, the little tree was covered with snow. Here children, the little tree is the noun and the noun is being described here, so it is the subject. Was covered with snow is the predicate. Third one, my friends and I won the match. Now here you can see there are 2 pronouns, my and I. So both the pronoun words, that is my friends and I, are the subject, as both are showing the action of winning. So who is doing the action here? My friend and I. So always remember children that the subject asks the question who or what, and what the subject did? They won the match. So that will be the predicate. The next one, there goes the teacher. This sentence now is little different from the above 3 sentences which we have seen, as here the subject that is spoken about is coming after the predicate, as it speaks about the teacher. Who goes there? The teacher. Now this is the question which we'll be asking. So it's not always necessary that subject will appear in the beginning of a sentence. It may appear before or after the predicate. Now the last one, on the way I met an old beggar. Let's put the question for it. Who or what the question we can put here? Who met an old beggar on the way? We get the answer as I. So I is the subject and the rest part is the predicate. As you can see, I here appear in the middle of the sentence just before the verb met. So, subject always appear before or after the verb in a sentence and predicate begins with a verb. Quick tips. The subject usually comes before the predicate, but there are cases where subject may come after the predicate or in the middle of the sentence. In an imperative or command sentence, the subject is often left out, means it is not expressed or shown in the sentence. For example, come in. Now here it is understood that you come in. The next one, thank him. Here also children, if you see, you is dropped, but it is implied. We cannot see you here, but it is implied. That means it is understood as you thank him. How to identify the subject in exclamatory sentences? Let's understand with some examples. What a mess you have made. Now, one important thing here that you can do, that when we have to find out the subject here in the sentence, we may write it in a statement form. That is, you have made one hell of a mess. So now children, we can easily see that the subject is you, as you had done a mess here. See the second one. What a handsome man he is. Here again, if we try to put it in a statement way, the sentence will look like he is an extremely handsome man. The subject is he, as he is being talked about in the sentence. Similarly, the last sentence, how disgusting it was. We again may write the sentence as it was totally disgusting. So here the subject is very obvious, that is it, and the rest part is the predicate. I hope you have understood this very well. How to find the subject in an interrogative sentence? See the example. Do you like English club? Now here children, we can put this sentence again in a statement form. You like English club. So the subject here is you, as when we ask the question to the subject, we get the answer. What question can be put here? Who likes English club? Which is already our interrogative sentence, and the answer we get here is you like English club. So children, you is the subject. To find the subject in a question or an exclamation, write the sentence as a statement and you will be able to detect or find out the subject easily. Now let us recapitulate what we have learned so far. Every complete sentence must have a subject and a predicate. The subject is the topic of the sentence. It includes who or what the sentence is about. The subject contains a noun or a pronoun in it. The predicate is that part of the sentence that tells something about the subject or what the subject does. Basically, it shows the action done by the subject. The predicate contains a verb in it. Hope you have enjoyed watching the video. Thank you.